and I read for an Autobot called X-Brawn and two Decepticons. And what I did for X-Brawn is he was an SUV, a Southern SUV, they said. And so I thought to myself, all right, well, he's Southern, so that's really easy. Just layer on a Southern American dialect, we do that. Now, the difference is, in America, the folks in California, they use their 4x4s and they just drive through Beverly Hills, you know, so they never get dirty. There's no mud on them nowhere. But you want to talk about the American South, that's where they take their SUVs off-road. They take them and you get into an area that's not quite paved. So you get these rocks that kick up into the undercarriage and they'll scratch it up so you can't have this smooth voice. So you gotta have this thing where it's got a little bit of texture to it. So essentially what I did was, howdy ma'am, my name's X-Brawn. And I walk in out of the booth and I look in the control room and I will never forget this. That's right, I coughed. So I look up on the monitor and there's a picture of Optimus Prime. It's a freeze frame. I can't tell you if it was from G1 or if it was from Car Robots, but it was Optimus Prime and I recognized it. And in my head, I could hear Peter coming. And I went, I can do that. And I turned to the producer I've been working with for a couple of years. I said, you know, can I read for him? And I'll never forget it because he looked me in the eye and said, no, Neil, we got plenty, don't worry about it. So I went home, got a phone call a couple days, maybe a week later, and it was that producer. And he said, you know, I was wondering something, that thing that you did, can you do without the Southern dialect? I was like, can I do a voice that I did without a dialect that I layered on? Yeah, I think I can. Why, what's up? Well, the rest of the production team thinks that you sound like Optimus Prime, and they like that you record the first episode. And if they like it, you get the part. So I recorded the first episode and I told nobody. I mean, we're talking about possibly one of the 10 most recognizable characters on the planet. Optimus Prime, I mean, I think you can go to certain parts of the Southern Sahara and say Optimus Prime, and some people will say, Autobot! You know, transform! You know, or something like that. So, it was a big deal, but I wasn't going to tell anybody, because I've had occasions in the past where I tell people I'm doing something, and then it doesn't air. Or, like for instance, I was working on a new show called Storybots from the good folks at Jib Jab. And I played an additional part that got to sing. I was telling friends and family, oh, this new show's gonna be great, I get to sing on it. And I went and saw some of the footage a couple of weeks ago. They replaced me in that part because they said I did too many good things for them to choose from, and so they couldn't edit it together. Because they were basically directing me and having me do like, you know, okay, do it purple, now do it pink, now do it green, now do it yellow. And so they had all these different versions of it and they just couldn't decide. It was like, just let somebody else record it. Yeah, great, I told people I was going to sing on this show, now I'm not singing on this show. So I really don't tell people anything that I'm working on for fear that it's going to blow up.
So is there RID 2 where you're going to be starring as?
I've read for roles on the new Robots in Disguise.
Yeah.
I would love to work on it. They just haven't chosen me yet. You know, that's the whole thing about voiceover is it's not about being rejected, it's about being selected. Okay? So it's not that you're wrong, it's that somebody else is right. Okay? It's like they'll listen to Batman, they'll listen to Batman, they'll listen to Batman and go, that's not it. It's not that it's wrong, that's just not it. That's not it. That's it. Okay? So that's what happens sometimes. So I haven't been it yet. But please, anyone who wants to send an email to Hasbro or to, you know, to Studiopolis or to anybody involved in production, feel free to let them know how much you'd like to hear me on the show. I'd love to work on it.